done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it?
It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This is taken around the 12. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Green's got it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
6 more yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Ball carrier
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, G. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, Burrow. And he's going to go down. He's 24.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long, being chased out left. That is caught at the 7. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league.
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Washington.
James Washington, 78 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And now was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Burrow on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Chris Boswell.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Bengals 7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
7-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Intended for
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. Flushed out right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, a give to Nixon. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths starting to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Steelers 14.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's...
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Burrow will throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
Gain of a yard.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On the return, Johnson. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald.
Roethlisberger.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. big target, guy you can spot pretty easily, put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger looking deep downfield. This is intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks. You want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Nice drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he stopped immediately there.
Joe Mixon, the ball
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
John Ross.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
He's got his man here. It's Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Good for a Cincinnati.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll try and run with Mixon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. It's a 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
And a Steeler first down.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Roethlisberger. He may try and run for this. And the Steelers are in for the touchdown.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Bengals 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here we go with Burrow. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the...
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On first down, Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the Steelers' 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's back to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
On the carry.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
At the 14-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Watch 9, watch 9.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Tonight's final score, Bengals.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. Before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Bengals, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.
shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hear them.
We step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal.
We step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Flag on the play.
Yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Let's go.